Consider the possibility that the exact way you were taught to pray is the specific reason the practice is currently failing you. The standard model involves pinpointing a distant supernatural being and pleading for intervention. We beg for money, we shout for health, and we ask the universe to finally send us someone to love. Millions of people execute this routine daily. They broadcast their desires with high intensity, yet their physical realities remain completely stagnant. Eventually, the silence becomes too much. People abandon their faith, assuming the universe is indifferent, or that no higher power is actually listening. But historical texts describe prayer as a reality-bending technology, a force capable of moving mountains. If we all have access to a tool with this leverage, we have to ask why it seems fundamentally broken for the vast majority of users. This consistent failure suggests a misunderstanding of how the inputs and outputs of reality actually connect. Reality operates as a vibrational mirror, reflecting the signals it receives back to the sender. This creates a mechanical paradox. Every time you desperately plead for something, you broadcast the absence of it. The mirror ignores your words and reflects your frequency. When you transmit lack, the mirror bounces back a reality that reinforces that same state of need. Florence Scovel Shinn, a prominent metaphysical teacher in the early 1900s, described this as self-cursing. By praying from worry, you broadcast the very condition you are trying to escape. The harder you beg, the more power you give to the signal of absence. You effectively use your own devotion to keep the thing you want at a distance. It is physically impossible to receive abundance while your internal transmitter is locked onto the frequency of desperation. The ancient solution involves a specific shift in timing, giving thanks before the request has materialized. In the Bible, James warns that people do not receive because they ask wrongly. The correction is found in Philippians. Present your requests with thanksgiving. You treat the outcome as a finished fact. The Quran echoes this with the concept of tawakkul, maintaining complete, unwavering trust in a plan that is already in motion. This assumption of already having closes the psychological gap in the brain. It forces you to stop fixating on the absence of the goal and reorients your attention toward perceiving new opportunities. By living in this state, you achieve vibrational coherence. You are no longer asking for a change. You are radiating the frequency of the change already achieved. When you align your internal state with the desired outcome in this way, prayer and manifestation become functionally identical. They are the same core technology used to stabilize a frequency until the physical world responds. Shifting your reality requires shifting your identity. You must stop acting like a desperate outsider and begin operating like a beneficiary who already possesses the inheritance. You can implement this shift through a 3-step daily journaling practice, beginning with the words, "Dear Father, thank you." Step 1. Give thanks for what you currently have and what you desire. Treat your health, your family, and your future goals as equally real and guaranteed. Step 2. Ask boldly. Write down ambitious targets for your influence, your business, and your impact without hesitation. Step 3. Pray for the relief and success of others. You are aligning yourself with the same power recorded in antiquity for parting the Red Sea and healing the sick. Spending 20 minutes in this state elevates you into a frequency of gratitude and compassion. You are no longer begging the universe to change. You are participating in its creative process. Commit to this protocol for 30 days. Once you reprogram your broadcast to focus on having rather than wanting, you will realize that everything you once begged for was already yours.